Cool FM live here at Kino Hall in Sierra Vista, Arizona. It's the 11th Annual Hummingbird Hoedown 2026 Premier Square and Round Dance event here at St. Andrew's Church, Kino Hall, Taylor Hall in Sierra Vista. Joining me right now is Chuck Baker. He is the treasurer of the Thunder Mountain Twirlers. Chuck, you've been doing this for a couple of days now. You started Friday, right?
Yeah, we started Friday. So we danced Friday evening and then Saturday all day.
Talk about this. You've had an amazing turnout, and you've been doing this for 11 years?
Yes. So we started this several years ago with Jerry Story was the original caller from Iowa that came down and got us started on this. And we've continued on. We're using Tony Oxendine and Jet Roberts, the two callers we're using this year.
And talk about the Thunder Twirlers. You guys have been around for a long time. And how can someone be a member if they're watching right now?
I've started with them in 2012, but I think back in the 80s they were a growing club. So we dance Friday nights. And usually we're at the Lutheran Church on Lindster, but they're remodeling, so we're kind of hit and miss where we're dancing right at the moment. But we have a Facebook page, so people can check there. We're going to be starting lessons in February. It'll run through May. So that's the best time to start and come learn how to square dance.
Well, right now, talk about what they're doing right now.
Okay, they're actually doing the square dancing, and they execute the calls that the caller calls out and tells them to do. So there's different levels of square dancing. Our club's a mainstream club, but we also have a lot of plus dancers. So mainstream's about 50 calls on the new call list, and then plus adds another 50 calls. So it takes about a year to learn the mainstream calls and get proficient at them. We teach them to you in about 4 months. Now you need plenty of practice.
Right. Now, Chuck, when you joined the Thunder Mountain Twirlers, did you know how to square dance?
We learned in Las Cruces back in the 70s, and when we moved over here, we had a 30-year break before we started in again.
So you waited 30 years to start back in again?
Yes.
What took you so long?
New jobs and young kids growing up.
Oh, okay, all right. You were doing your own square dance and dealing with the kids.
Yeah. So, wish we'd have started back sooner, but it is what it was.
This is good exercise, too, isn't
yes,
it?
You have to listen, think, and react.
Right and left through and turn. Everybody pass through the wheel and deal. I'm going to give you
now, I understand at this 11th annual event, you've got a number of people from all over the country.
Yes, we've got 154 registration people that have come, and we get snowbirds out of Tucson, but then we get people from all over. There's a pretty good group from California and also a few from Texas. This year we have an advanced level dance going on over in Madonna Hall, and that's attracted a few more people out of California and Texas. So they have to know about 250 up to 500 calls to dance and full advance call list.
How often do the Thunder Mountain Twirlers get together as a club, and where do you meet? Like, do you meet every month and do your own local dances, or how does that work?
We meet weekly on Friday nights. And like I said, we did use in the Lutheran Church on North Lindster, but they're remodeling their facility. So we're dancing here at Madonna Hall some, and we may be out in Sierra Vista Resort teaching lessons until they finish remodeling the Lutheran Church.
Okay, gotcha. So if somebody's watching they can go to your website. You do have a website, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the website is.
Go ahead.
There's Facebook. Facebook's probably the best thing that we post lots of information on. So it's Thunder Mountain Twirlers is who to look for on Facebook.
And we'll put those links in our post description of this video as well too.
Okay.
Center's half sachet. Center space in, back away, how'd you do? Sides do a let through.
So I imagine this is also a great gathering, Chuck, for people just to kind of get to know each other, meeting new people, camaraderie, and getting out there with some good energy and fun and exercise. And I didn't know this was going on in this area, so this is news to me.
Yeah, and there's festivals all over the place. So it's amazing how many people you begin to recognize from several different towns. And we see them at all these multiple festivals. So last week the festival was up in Tucson.
Go forward and you come back in. Boys are on the end, girls are in the middle.
So, members of the Thunder Mountain Twirlers, you guys also travel to other areas to do your square dances.
Yes. New Mexico State Festival is in Truth or Consequences this spring. And then there's several good dances in Albuquerque that we like to go to periodically. California has lots of dances, and Texas, there's a lot of dances too. We got people that like to go to Paris, Texas. There's a big dance hall and dances there. There's a website called where'sthedance.org that you can go through and enter your zip code, and it'll tell you the closest dances to you.
So this is really a thing across the country.
Yeah. So, and it's even international. We went on a square dance tour of Japan, and we've also been on one in Germany. So, unfortunately, square dancing is kind of dying off. Back in the 70s, they had a national festival, and they had 50,000 people in Anaheim. And the last square dance festival I went to in Little Rock, they only had 5,000. So people are aging out. We like to have more younger people come into square dancing.
Well, and if somebody's watching and again, they can join your club and contact you through Facebook. Maybe they don't know how to square dance. You'll obviously, I'm sure, take time to teach all the newcomers.
Yes, like I said, we'll be having lessons starting toward the end of February. We'll try to get advertisement out. Find out.
Wow, what a great turnout. How's the weekend? How would you assess the weekend here at Kino Hall?
This is our best festival yet. We're about 30 extra people over what we've used to having. So tough. It was tough during COVID because we couldn't dance together. So now we're coming out of COVID and we're getting a lot of people back to it. So it's great to see all these people show up.
And like you say, coming from all over the country to be here tonight. Where's the furthest one couple from? Do you know?
No, I haven't tracked. We got one couple from Canada this year. We've got a couple from South Dakota, Washington, several from Texas and California, Colorado. So, like I say, people like to travel for square dancing as they get older and retire.
Yeah.
I think the oldest dancer we have here is 94 years old.
A 94-year-old square dancer?
Yes.
That's great to see.
Yes. Now, it keeps you active and moving, so and you have to think. So, I mean, it's all good for you.
Well, Chuck Baker, thank you so much for taking the time to join us and educate the area about square dancing. And as we've discovered, it is alive and well here in Sierra Vista and Cochise County.
Yes. So we'd like more people to come out, watch for us. We'll try to get more ads and information out when our lessons start.
Yeah, keep us posted. Send us any notices and posters of future things that you guys are doing. We'd love to support you and publicize more in the area as well for you as well.
Yeah, we really appreciate that. Thank you very much for coming by.
As they join the stampede, you should never take for side space. Grand square is the circle of life, and it moves us all through despair and through hope, through faith and through love. Out of left and you weave till we find our place on the path unwinding. It is the circle of life. Side square review, here we go, again. Touch of water, scoot and dodge. Partner trade, that's twice you did that. Right and left through and turn the girl. Past the ocean, hinge, roll. Swing from there along. Yes, we all are agreed as we join the stampede. You should never take more than you did. Side square move. Touch of water. Scoot and dodge. Partner trade. Right pull it through. Past the hinge, roll. Swing. Take her by the hand from there. Yes, we all are agreed as we join the stampede. You should never side space grand square. It's the circle of life, and it moves us all through despair and through hope, through faith and through love. Out of left and you weep till we find our place on the path unwinding. It's the circle of life. Out and left and you swing. It's the circle of life. Bow to the heart that pours in. Oh yeah, a little lion thing for your soul. Very nice. Thank you all. Rest of it, rounds are coming up.